everyone, and welcome to Operation Broken Tears. This is a terror attack.
Strike one is locked and loaded, awaiting drop orders.
Affirmative, Big Sky. Squad is cleared to engage hostile targets.
Hear the screams.
Watch your fire out there. We have civilians on the ground. Repeat, civilians are in the AO.
We are in a truck parking lot, or more accurately, more colloquially for this part of the world, this is a lorry car park. So welcome one and all, we are in Liverpool in the UK, determined to save as many of these 18 civilians as possible. There's one up there, hiding on top of a truck, making himself very obvious, because you'd never naturally be on top of a truck, would you? Why would you be in such a position? And then aliens attacked, you just feel a fool. Be safe, don't just lie about on top of trucks, just in case aliens attack. See, the owner of this truck's been a bit more sensible. Thank goodness. So anyway, we've not been very good at terror missions. I like saying that because I share responsibility for the things I do badly. Oh, we don't do terror missions well. But any time I make what could be construed as a good move, that was my own move. So we are here. We've been on this map plenty of times. We've been on this for terror attacks as well. I think I remember on a terror attack, Mello the scout with an alloy cannon, just with a marksman rifle being up on this roof over here that you can't really see because it's all foggy, having stupendous range, and it was ridiculous. But we are fighting from the other side this time. Gob, 10 proxy mines. That'll be a proxy mine per turn the entire time. Epiphanis, a spiffy new paint job for him. In the mech 3 suit, becoming death as one does. Let's be very careful not to overwatch, we can't get away with it on a terror mission. So what do we actually want to do first? We want to throw some of our 5 battle scanners. So Mistra, I'm inclined to move Mistra all the way up to here actually. Might activate. It doesn't, and that's good, but we get a better opportunity to scan right down the middle now. As always with terror missions, as soon as you've scanned the enemy, they can't kill civilians in the fog. There is a disc. A disc is on fire. Well, it's not yet. It soon will be on fire. So a disc and at least 3 drones. So we want to get Anarch to the other side, if at all possible. Anarch does have Sprinter. That's not a bad movement range. Come to here. There's potential for getting flanked to Anarch's right-hand side, of course. But we've cleared out a lot of this area. I don't think we're going to activate this turn. And coming up here allows Anarch to put a scan over these trucks over here. And we'll have scanned our immediate vicinity. And it's a good thing we did. There's Exalt, just a pod of Exalt hanging out there. A pod is the official term for Exalt. And here we see a pod of Exalt. These are just 4 guys who really arrived late to the covert data recovery. They're going, oh yes, we're going to hack the encoder now, boss. We're a few months late, but we're going to do it. I think we're fairly secure to really dash up with Epiphanis, having made these moves. I mean, potentially a pod back here, in which case I will just rage quit. I don't think that's going to activate anyone at all. There we go, we are in a much better position to move on with. Now Gob's probably going to do the exact same thing, but I wouldn't mind seeing how far Gob can lob. Here comes a Gob lob. How far Gob can lob a proxy mine. Because if we could get it over that truck... see if we could just get it over that truck, we'd be in a far better position. In any case, I could be tempted to just lob a proximity mine here, because we've got so many of them that we're not going to get through 10. And if it does some damage to some aliens, then that is good. I'm going to make sure it doesn't blow up any of these trucks in case that kills civilians.
Proximity mine in position.
Welcome everyone, it is beep o'clock here.
Double time.
For today's M-Kom festivities. I think Onju is fine to follow in footsteps. Talk I would rather get set up somewhere. Where would be the best place? I think here, despite it not being the hard cover, I think we're more likely to land a rocket from this right hand side of cover. Because that forklift, is it forklift or forklift? I think it's forklift, but I have heard it said it's forklift. then I live in Scotland. We just add unnecessary letters into. Like, see if you're American and you think, oh ho, Brits add unnecessary letters into everything. Well, Scottish people do the same thing to colloquial English. Like, I work at a supermarket called Tesco, and there's no S at all. Scottish people, without fail, all call it Tesco's. That's a fairly large move. That's a sectopod? It is. Well, we want a proxy mine down there for sure. If ever we wanted a proxy mine, we wanted it there. I'm not sure how far forward Gob can get. Now, a proxy mine into that group might have the side effect of activating everything at once and leaving us not able to deal with it. But when else are we ever going to get such a good opportunity? I don't think we can do it this turn though, because of this big truck in the way. I mean, we can give it a try.
Moving to position.
We'll do our damnedest.
Take cover here.
Not bad. Now the thing is, the enemies get to move before the civilians do, so any proxy mine here would kill those two civs. That looks like a perfect mine to deal with the X-ult though. Oh, but that drone is too close. It would activate the sectopod as well. Right, let's have a quick think about this. Where is Chief gonna go? Chief can come up to here, but that would activate. It would even activate because that's half cover. You can actually see through that gap. So if we wanted to activate this turn, we could. Honestly, with this much stuff on the map, can we really afford to... Yeah, maybe we could afford to wait, to be honest. And not activate everything at once. We'll see if we can save this guy and get a better... Where's Anarch? Because Anarch can come up to here. And I don't think that'll activate. If it activates, then well. We can loop a battle scanner over... Oh, come on. Give me this, Anarch. Anarch! I can't believe you betrayed me so. Right, that... Let's have a quick look around and see if we can get anything. But seriously, though. How can you not loop something over that truck? So, Anarch, throw your last battle scan over here because it's better than literally nothing.
Scanners up and running.
Which is what you'd otherwise be doing this turn. Mistra, don't let me down.
Moving to position. Go. Get out of here.
Oh, that big leap up in targets. Right, we certainly don't want to activate this turn now that our ghost grenade will not be available.
Scanners online.
Where would be the best place for Tolk? Because obviously where we need the rocket is down the left flank, and moving to there would activate, presumably, and wouldn't be that good a shot anyway. Could come all the way down here and hope to step out and get a good javelin rocket next time, but that would not be a steady rocket in the slightest. I mean, could come all the way up here. I don't think that would activate.
Yes, sir.
What is that? And then same with Bros. Bros could do with being up there as well. But Bros has snapshots, so it's less of a problem. So Bros could come here. And then Bros could come a long way up the side and ready to move out to snapshot next turn. I wouldn't mind some kind of proxy mine. Somewhere. Like, say we even we could put it on the disc, I think. Nah, there's no point in even doing that, is there? Gosh darn it. I'll tell you what, CSM to here, right?
Aye, aye.
And that's probably a better place to double tap from next turn. Let's inch closer. And inch closer.
Overwatch.
Can overwatch this turn at least.
Got my eyes on.
Because there will be no shots coming in. They might turn and come into the proximity mine we've got already though.
Hostile contact.
They genuinely have. Drone down.
I'm being flanked. Bye bye.
If we're lucky, the other guys will turn around and go the other way.
System readjusting.
No, that looks like an active sector pod to me.
Shifting their attack.
Target still in play.
I need these two to run away. Wow. Just utterly stoic in every way. Right, we can double tap the disc. That is 9 How are you getting flanked? Where are you possibly getting flanked from? Oh, because Gob isn't giving you cover again. I remember now. That's fine.
Providing
Have some cover.
at my location.
Yo, your disc is on fire. Right,
Shifting sights.
change of plan. Missing a 98% shot. CSM is never coming on another mission. That's the biggest miss that's mattered.
Nice.
Cheeky's obviously missed his 99% shots, but you know, that is a ridiculous miss. Could have put holo targeting on first perhaps, but you know, come on now. I would rather get the crit chance than at 98%. There we go. Mistra shows you how it's done. Now CSM, kindly, would you kindly finish the disc?
X-ray neutralized.
Now hopefully that doesn't explode and set off more stuff. Because I don't think that sector pod is really in play at the moment. Which is good, because we can now prepare our troops a bit more. I don't think moving to here will activate anything. But it's not worth risking it. If we can get a good shot with Mistral, which we can't.
Adjusting aim.
Because obviously we can land a shredder on these guys already, but an accurate shredder would be better. Gob can see that guy, nobody else can.
Got it covered.
And I'll come round to him because you've got some quite useful Overwatch.
Aye aye.
Rose, I'm fairly sure it'll be fine.
Я пошел.
And a 72%. Get in the zone. And move back, in fact, although reloading would probably be the better idea. Oh,
Covering now.
we might have a cleaner. Right, here's the thing in the terror missions, and what I didn't do last time on the map where we only saved like 6 people out of 18, is that if these guys are under the effects of the battle scanner, and next turn they still will be, that they aren't going to do anything. They're going to move about, they might move into us, and that would be good. Because we'd only have to deal with one of them at once. So I'm not going to proxy mine them again, just going to quickly reload. Epiphanous can creep up, because that 1 square of mobility might end up making all the difference, especially with a flamethrower on the XCOM guys. Right, they are definitely activated. And if they both activate on the same turn, then fine. We could have done with a proxy mine to do some extra damage. But as it is, XL didn't activate. The thing is, right, these guys aren't moving, and there's a sector pod right there. They were going to die anyway, is what I'll tell myself.
Placing
And now,
proximity mine.
what I was going to do was just fire a normal rocket out, but instead of doing that, I think I'll fire a shredder rocket. And it might inadvertently set off that mine anyway. It's just we desperately need shred on the disc, the sector pod. And honestly, we might as well fire it there and shred XO as well. Yes, it will do a lot of friendly fire damage, but they've had... Do you know how many turns they've had to move out from there?
Enemy in sight.
The evil Dr. Tolkelinar. Right, that did not set off that mine, but that is fine.
Moving.
That mine is fine. I'm not sure if Epiphanius is too close to this. It might be.
Preparing flamethrower.
15 damage there to the sector pod. Although we don't have anyone now to tank the Overwatch. We do have someone who can run the Overwatch.
That's affirmative.
Oh god. No health Mistra over here. That sector pod is in such an awkward position, I'm not actually going to run it.
Rolling. Moving to Overwatch.
To the point where I might actually run all the way back here. And that might set off the Overwatch.
On the move.
And if it does, that's cool. But it didn't. Mistra's a bit safer now. No flanks on. I don't think we have any more explosives either. We might be able to see the sector pod from here. Yep, there's the Overwatch. Oh dear. Oh ho ho! That's fine with me. I mean, that's going to do like no damage whatsoever. But it's a free hit and run shot. 7 on a crit, that's not bad. That's the shred for you. Yeah, 3 damage, that's more what I was expecting, because the bigger mechanized units do get damage resistance specifically against shotguns. Is there anywhere we could go to potentially hit this disc, this sector pod? I don't think so. That guy's going to die if he stays there, that guy isn't, so let's have a shot at this guy. It's just not CSN's mission.
Damn it, missed the target.
However, that guy can see Bros actually. So maybe I should have shot at him. Or maybe I'll just follow Bros back, because these guys can take a few hits. Tolk can't. But Tolk's already moved. I think Bros back to, like, say here. There's no longer any Overwatch. Keep those guys safe in the back. Here we go. Onju, you can take him. It's the most terrifying looking weapon, but it's not too bad. Is that Gauss long rifle actually?
The damage is
Yep.
superficial.
But 60R, that's not too bad. Wow! Imagine being a ballistic exo and just turning around and shooting that person. Knowing that you're going to die yourself. Just firing into the dark now. And you know what's certainly firing into the dark? It's this computer. It's completely frozen up. Because XO were just too stupid for it. Okay, game's completely crashed, so I will be right back. So I've reloaded the autosave here. And as you can see, it's back at the start of our turn. And I can't really remember what I did. I can remember a few things, like I moved Anarch to there. I'd rather not do that, knowing what I know now, but fair is fair. I put a proxy mine here, I shredded everyone. These guys are dead as hell. So let us move on. And that proxy mine definitely activated XO when we fired it. I looked at it in this view. Alright, let's put... I don't know, let's put the proxy mine, like... Oh, come on, just let me come back in a straight line. There we go. Right, fine, we'll just put it there for the sake of getting on with our lives.
Laying mines.
Right below that drone is done. And then I went with Tolk and did a shredder rocket. And I made sure the shredder rocket caught the XL and the drone that's closest to us in the bounds of it. I locked it. I'm going to lock it right onto that woman there.
Target acquired.
That time I think the proxy mine went off. And it can sometimes do that. Because what can set proxy mines off, right? Is, yeah, that proxy mine's definitely gone. Is enemies dying. So that drone dying presumably landed right on the proxy mine. So that is different to what happened before. So,
Aye, aye.
screw you guys. Onju's going to get hit by this Overwatch though. It's going to make it all better. Well, at least that still exploded in a lovely fashion. And we get the hit and run shot that hit crit for however much. It crit for more this time. Wow. Save scumming, scummy scum. There we go. And we can actually really easily deal with this guy now. So, I mean, I moved Epiphanes up to here. Are we really going to let a Sectopod run wild? Just to be fair, though. I mean, maybe we should. Maybe we should, but I don't want to. Because moving Anarch to here was a rubbish move. Things have happened differently. I'm going to react differently. Anarch to here can Overwatch. I don't know, it feels dirty.
I'm on the move.
It feels dirty, but you know what it also feels like? It feels like winning. I'm just going to float here for a while.
He's dead.
Yeah, it took him a while, but he is now dead. Well done.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Moving to Overwatch.
I can put some hollow on that guy in the back. Or just kill him outright through hard cover.
Got him.
Mister is far better than I give him credit for. Or indeed, her credit for. We can guarantee this guy dies.
Aye, Commander.
With a big flurry of shots. There's still a pod of mutons at some point, but we have effectively cleared out contact this time. In a very cheaty way, but the game did legitimately crash, so... Mutons and sectoids, ahoy! So, do we still have the one battle scanner left on Mistra? We do. And do we want to use it right here or right now? While standing on a proxy mine? We don't. Move it over here?
Okay.
We might. Can we get anyone into actual cover to help Mistra out? We can't. So let's just come up to here. There would be a far more sensible move, but we take the corner, we save a civilian.
You're safe now. Go, go, go!
I'm on the move.
I'm playing a bit more gung-ho now to make up for some
Ready to rock.
blatant cheating.
Heading out.
Let's move straight into a proxy mine. Anarch, it'll be fine. It will actually be fine because we can't set off our own proximity mines. And what's the likelihood of that mine getting set off now?
On the move.
CSM up to here without reloading, it'll be fine.
Moving to position.
Move into position.
Приказ получен,
Don't
командир.
be an M position. Right, you can move up slightly and reload.
Ammunition loaded.
You never know when that one square is going to make all the difference. Should have probably put a proxy mine down like at the front of the shop.
Listen.
More civilian deaths incoming. Oh, not bad. So Mistra,
That's affirmative.
hit them with your mobility. Battle scan into the shop, I guess.
Scanning target area now.
Right in the front door. Oh, an outsider pod. We still do need a lot of outsider captures, but we're not really in any position to get them at the moment.
I'm on the move.
So first up, what we should do is move Gob up.
Headed
See
there
if we can
now.
land a proxy mine right in their midst.
Providing cover at my location.
Not quite yet. But if they run out the front, like to say here, I want to make sure that they just fall on their sword in their eagerness to attack M-Kom. We're going to set up an actual minefield.
On Overwatch.
It'll be a grand plan.
Headed there now.
These guys don't have grenades, we can all rush forward into very destructible cover. I mean, there are still mutons about somewhere as well, so it's not all safe and sound yet.
Double time.
Oh, Jude, if we find to move up to there, freeing up this space for bros. Piffin is up as well.
On Overwatch.
Ooh, now there are some guys with grenades. And there is a very tempting proxy mine target. I mean, it's not likely. Oh, through the window. That would have been the most amazing shot you've ever seen. To the point where I'm not going to actually do a proxy mine this turn, because I want to try out a rocket through a window wherever we can.
I have you covered.
I don't know. I guess they could come out to the left.
Proximity mine in position.
I'm just seeing where it wouldn't hit civilians. Obviously, the civs could then move into them, and that would be a bad time for all involved. But that wouldn't be my fault, and I think that's the important
That's
part.
affirmative.
It would be our fault.
Double time.
What is this mucked up sprint and otherwise?
Good to go.
Anarch, take cover behind that highly explosive gas pump while we're flinging proximity mines about. Tolk, come up as far as you can to try and get a rocket through this window. Bros coming around the side would probably get you more shots, still being just as good cover.
On the move. On the move.
We're not actually looking to stay in this cover though. We're just looking to inch closer while we can and then move cover. Now these guys don't move very much. Oh, they've moved quite away. We're not going to have... I'm not sure how well this is going to work now because we don't have any more battle scanners. We could certainly get a mine into them, in and about them. We could just about set it off with a rocket that'd kill that civ. We could get a rocket on those guys. Right, let's go for this.
Moving.
Hopefully this won't activate. But I mean, Mistress right there and can't see that far in. It's good at the moment.
Defensive position here.
Tactics. Give me some tactics. Cool, you can bounce it over a car, surely. You're a ridiculous young metal woman, Gob,
Placing proximity
and that's what I
mine.
love about you. You're a ridiculous young Dr. Tolk, and that's what I love about you. Yeah! I think things have been activated. But I can't tell, it's not letting me. And Tolk just held the pose forever. Obviously we don't want to activate the floaters now, but that might be unavoidable. We've moved just far enough to get one shot on this guy. I think there's still one outside of like 2 health remaining.
Target
Which hopefully we'll be able to see if we come round to here without activating the floaters.
Moving.
Because this is hard cover. Maybe we killed all the outsiders. And that was actually such an amazing activation. I mean, that's not what I'm betting on. But it could happen.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
We've got some reasonable Overwatch back here. Bros all the way up.
On my way.
Solid copy. Affirmative. Covering now.
Roger that. Scanning.
It's go time.
It's go time. They're just right at the edge of our vision. That's unfortunate. That's one hell of a Overwatch sight. Oh, no way did you actually hit him. That's amazing. Right, they've spread. Oh, not really. Oh, that outsider is still there as well. Okay. So that outsider can take shots this turn. He's choosing not to. Which is very nice of the young man. Very nice of the young energy being. So we're all Master Sergeants here. It doesn't matter who gets the kills. So that is why it's cool and good that Epiphanis can come all the way up here, kill the outsider. Kill the outsider. Thank God, I thought I was going to miss that. And then get a good flame on.
Eliminated.
Let's not flame that civilian, if possible.
Fired up.
And now there's still a heavy floater and a floater up there that bros might be able to see. Can hopefully one-shot it. You'd hope your Master Sergeant with a heavy Gauss rifle could one-shot a single floater like that, but evidently not. So what have we got now? We've got Gob, who can tank a little bit of fire. Run onto the her own proxy mine, it'll be fine. Who knows? Who knows what to do next? I know what to do next, and that is run in all the way.
Set him up, knock him down. 10-4.
Onju might take a hit from something or other, but equally might just kill this guy, and that might be the mission. Oh Christ!
Negative damage.
This has been like one of the least accurate missions I've seen in quite some time. Now, Mistra, if Mistra can come across enough, and that might be enough, it might still be close enough. Ah, just out of range. I mean, next most likely to hit would be Anarch. Nope.
On my way.
CSM. Nope.
On Overwatch.
Oh well.
Comfort zone.
Toke can come up to here and prepare a rocket just in case we have missed a big heavy floater.
Affirmative.
We can get some solid Overwatch if it comes forward. Nope, that guy's dead. Unfortunate. Onju, you could have stopped this. This is all your fault. But you could stop anyone else dying, Onju. I mean, if you feel like it. If you feel like hitting an 86% shot.
Excellent work.
Excellent
All
work,
objectives
and not
complete.
bad. Operation Broken Tears, we say 13 out of 18. Should have been 14, Onju. Should have been 14. But not bad. So that is 10 panic. It's 2 panic per civilian death. So that is 10 panic to the UK. Do we even have a satellite over there? I don't think we
The
do.
aliens better get it together, or we're gonna mop the floor with them.
I think we're already mopping the floor with them. It's just a shame about them mopping the floor with
Commander.
our civilians, really. But yeah, we don't even have a satellite over the UK. We really don't care. So, next satellite would go over China. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to scout on like a tiny bit more before I spend all this money, because we've got the covert operation coming up as well.
Commander, our satellite is
Satellite
prepped and
up.
standing by for launch. We are ready to deploy it on your orders.
Plasma carbine up. Covert operative ready for a covert extraction.
Excellent.
Good stuff.
We look forward to seeing your
Good stuff.
progress.
This will hopefully be our last covert extraction. So a team together to extract Agent Dre from a settlement. 4 of our finest coming up. If you've seen a covert extraction before, then you get the gist of what we're doing here. We want to kill as many people as possible in as short as time as possible and stop them shooting us. So to that end, Gareth can kill 3 people per turn, Magical Trevor 2, Ninja Colt 5. Kamichi can't really kill anyone, but Kamichi can keep entire groups locked down with danger zone suppression. So yeah, that's the squad talked through. Kamichi, Colonel commanding. We're going to save Private Dre. It might be from the observatory. We'll find out in a second. Because we are flying off to South Africa. The observatory wouldn't be too bad, but that seems to... The observatory is more a stand and fight map that wouldn't be good for Ninja Colt. There are other settlements, including the train
We're aiming to eliminate
yard.
an Exalt cell
Ooh.
currently operating out of South Africa. We'll need to move in and assist our operative in acquiring the necessary data.
I forgot you could get covert extractions on the terrible map that is the train yard. Although this could work well for Ninja Colt, it'll work poorly for Magical Trevor. It'll work poorly for it's poor. It's a poor situation we're in, but we are reaching the end of Exalt. We're going to chase them out their holes, we're going to hunt them down, and that's going to continue. As I stutter over my words in Operation Empty Fog, coming to you next time.